Okay, so one of the latest questions I've got recently is what are some of the biggest mistakes you've made in business in the time that you've been doing things? And the biggest one for me, definitely, and this is also a big bit of advice I'd say, is also be careful who you work for or work with. Make sure you know who they are, or even clients, customers, any big jobs like that. Just be mindful and do your research, because about 5-6 years ago, we started a job through a builder that I knew pretty well. We'd done quite a few jobs with them up to that point, and he asked if we wanted to be a part of this big job as one of his subcontractors. It's the biggest job we'd ever done, and it seemed like a really good job at the time, so it was quite a big opportunity for us. So we sort of started, he sent us all the plans and things like that, and long story short, it went south. He ended up getting pushed off the job basically, and our position continued, but we'd sort of been told a load of stories and strung a load of lies. So our spec ended up being far greater than we anticipated and quoted for on behalf of him, but it got very grey, and we ended up losing out on a substantial amount of money, and it really hurt us for a good while. It probably took us a good couple of years to get over, and thankfully we did. But that was a huge lesson for me. I thought I knew someone, didn't turn out to be the case. But I would heavily advise, always find out who you're working for, working with, and even on jobs of your own, if it's not with someone, if it's a biggest job for you, especially when you're starting out, if it feels quite big and it feels like quite a push, it's always good to go for it, because it's always good to push those boundaries. That's what we did, and I was looking forward to the job, but you just have to be cautious. I would advise making a solid contract with people, even small jobs, making sure that they agree the quotes, really make them detailed and explain what you're doing, and what is in for the price. And then also come up with a pricing structure as well. Make sure you get a deposit for sure, and certainly even potentially like break down costs, payments and things throughout the job as well, because that can be invaluable in that sort of thing. But yes, that would be a huge piece of advice, speaking from experience, as it was quite damaging for us, both just personally and for the business, and it took us quite a while to get over it. So I would advise certainly being smart and sensible about how you do these things. I'd always advise going for it, because it's always good to sort of step outside your comfort zone and things like that. And can it lead to really good work? We ironically still work for that customer, because we did a really good job. We finished it well, and it was a really, really nice job, and we've maintained a good contact through there. But the whole process itself was very, very difficult. So yeah, that's a big piece of advice of mine.